You can actually.
How many do I have? 4? Okay. All right.
Do you mind to look over here?
Yep, right there, kind of just in the middle. Perfect.
Are you ready, guys?
I'm ready.
John, are you okay? Do you need a second? We are rolling. You're good. First and last name and your certification.
Sergeant Dallin Turner. It's Dallinturner, and I'm the sergeant over the Utah County Sheriff's Search and Rescue.
What can you tell us?
So, latest update, we got up here this morning with our horse posse, our search and rescue team, drones, helicopters, and so based off of some clues that we found late last night with our search team and some dogs, we focused on an area just off to the northwest of the reservoir here with our main search area and an area of concern. We also sent our horse posse up the main road, up the main Snake Creek Road that goes into Mineral Basin to kind of just cover that area again, which they covered for us yesterday. As our horse posse was going up, they saw a trail about 1.5 miles up that main road from here at the reservoir. A trail that kind of offshot from the road that went up the mountain. He pursued to follow some tracks up into there, where we were able to locate a set of snowshoes that were left by some trees. And in following footprints left from those, we were able to locate an individual up on the mountain.
Do you know if it's her?
We haven't confirmed if it's her yet. Detectives are here on scene. They're on their way up there to confirm identity. But we have located an individual. It does appear to look like a suicide at this point.
How's the family doing?
I briefly spoke to the family, as you could imagine. Right now it's sorry. It's a difficult time for him. It's the worst part of the job to have to come down and tell somebody that we've located something. We know they're deceased, and we believe it's what it is in the situation. It's just hard. So obviously they're struggling with that news, and they're struggling with the possibilities of what's to come. But we're here supporting them. They've got great support around them. So we're just helping them through what we can.
Donald, a lot of times this is why so many of the volunteers, they do this, because even though it is a tough job, you want to provide an answer to the family no matter what. It's got to be comforting in a way that you can do that even though it's terrible.
Yeah, that's a big motivator for a lot of our volunteers. Our volunteers are an amazing group of men and women that we use on a regular basis. We've been out here since yesterday morning at 8:30. We were here till about 8:30 last night. We said, hey, meet us back up here at 8 o'clock this morning, and you know what? We had more than we thought of our volunteers taking time away from their families, their lives, their work. I mean, this is more of just a hobby for them, and we rely on them for a lot of skill, knowledge, and ability. And our team, I mean, I'm biased, but I think we're the best search and rescue team around. Just based off of their personalities, their willingness to do this hard work, and really to support a family.
Dallin, you've got the facilities in law enforcement for mental health services after such a tragedy. What sort of support is going to be there for volunteers who this isn't their main life?
Yeah, so with the Sheriff's Office, we have a peer support team. We actually have 4 members of our search and rescue team that are certified peer support members that are a part of the Sheriff's Office team. Currently here today, we have, I just believe one of those is actually here on scene. So they're closely tied with our program. They've reached out. They're already kind of providing that support to our volunteers, and that'll continue throughout the next week, month, year, whatever we need. They're great. So.
Do you mind clarifying? So the clues were found last night, and when was the individual located?
Yeah, so we did have some clues last night at the end of our search time period last night that we felt strong enough to follow up on. As we were following up on those, this was in a completely different area than what those clues were giving us last night. And so she was located roughly around, I want to say about 10 o'clock, 9:45, 10 o'clock this morning.
What sort of clues are you able to tell us?
So like I said, they were riding, our horse posse was riding horseback just on the road. They saw some tracks in the snow going up kind of a little ravine area off the road. He got off his horse and just started hiking, following these tracks. We found a set of snowshoes still in their packaging that were left just right there in the trail, and then just continued to follow footprints in the snow up till we were able to locate an individual.
Can you give us a location up to this area?
So if you go straight behind me here is where the Snake Creek Road goes up into Mineral Basin. So it's about a mile up that Snake Creek Road that's closed during the winter. There's access for snowmobiles. You can still hike, so you can get in there and access it. But it's just a dirt road in the summer that goes up and over into Heber in Mineral Basin area. So
up in that area.
yeah, just up in that area.
Not
So
towards the campsite.
nope, not towards the campsite. So yeah, just like you're headed straight into Mineral Basin area.
So you said she. Can you confirm it's a woman?
From the perspective that I was at, it does appear to be a female.
When it comes to all the agencies, who's here and how do you guys all work together? Are you separate? Or?
So yeah, so today and yesterday we had the sheriff's office. So we had deputies with the sheriff's office. We had the sheriff's office search and rescue team. We had the sheriff's office emergency management team with their mobile command center. We had the Utah DPS Aero Bureau here. We had Life Flight here as well. We had our fixed wing plane here. And so as search and rescue, we kind of act as the command. As the sergeant, I was kind of the incident commander of this incident, and I rely on my command staff that's built within our search and rescue team as kind of to organize the efforts of the search. And we all just kind of gather here, do a quick brief and the plans of what we have for the day, and then communicate through just our radio channels with all those different agencies. And we have a great working relationship with the DPS Aero Bureau, with Lifelight. They've been a great support to us for a long time, and they've helped us for many of searches, and they continue every time we call. Yep, we'll be there, we're on our way, what can we do for you? So it takes a lot of team effort, but it just runs smooth.
What happens from here?
So from here, our detectives are headed up to the area where the individual is located. They're going to process that, see what evidence is there to collect, any signs of, if there's any signs of foul play, or if there's any, evidence that she left behind, or the individual left behind, and they'll collect that, and then our team will work on, preserving that area and getting her down off that mountain and brought down here so she can, be turned over to the medical examiner's office.
Was there?
Oh, sorry.
No, you go.
So just to clarify, when the tracks were leading up, there was only one set of tracks that you guys saw?
It appeared only one set of tracks initially, yes.
Was there any indication as you were investigating that suicide could have been a motive for disappearing? And if so, does that dictate the way you approach an investigation and places you look?
There were signs of possible that this could be somebody struggling with some mental health issues and somebody that was in a dark place. It doesn't really change what we do. We approach it as just as any normal search of somebody that's just missing. We treat it as a missing person. It doesn't matter what could be the surrounding circumstances behind it. We look for clues. We follow up on those clues and kind of find areas to search based off of those clues that we've received.
Anything you'd like to say to people listening? That is there anything we can learn from this? Or I know it's too fresh, but
It is still super fresh. We will do some follow-up, but the message that we have is if you're struggling with suicide, if you're struggling with anything with that nature, there's always hope. There's resources. There's things that are out there that can help you.
thank you.
You realize I was such a baby.